Guys, T-Fit here with Fit Belief and TV. Now, we're in the park. You saw one of the last episodes. I'm wearing the same clothes. Why? Because the dogs, they just had a hell of a workout. We're letting Tronisha cool off, and we're gonna put together a light meal for Ego because Ego did such a great job today. And what better way to finish a day off with having a little dinner in the park. I'll tell you now. Now this is the trifling park. As you see, they didn't even pick up the branches yet from the storm. But I'm gonna put him up here. Now, let's say you want the most confident dog on earth. If I were you early on, I'd get him eating on stuff like this and amongst various other areas. The only thing your dog should be concerned with is what you ask it to do. Nothing more, nothing less. And the more confidence it gets, the more willing it'll be to try new things. So in this case, shout out to, oh man, I ain't got my phone on me though. We've got a guy, he's got a big following from my understanding, and he's supplied us with some Blake Exotic feeders. At Blake Exotic Feeders, what we have here is a quail. Now I gotta be honest with you guys, I was very leery and scared of quail for some time now. And part of that fear, if I'm being honest, was because we had ordered some quail off of Raw Feeding Miami. Guess what happened? All the dogs got sick, man. Wasn't a good feeling. So Blake sent us quail eggs and a bunch of other amazing things, but these quails, I love giving the dogs real fiber and whole prey. It's one of my favorite things. Now, because we're in the summer, Ego's going to eat a cooler meal. It's a little pork hock. This is a little fish. He already ate one fish on camera. And this is some ground chicken. Yeah, some ground chicken. Gonna add a little bit of fiber, some beets, some garlic, and definitely some hydration. And then we're just gonna sit back, and watch our guy enjoy an amazing meal. I've told you guys before, hydration and being thirsty are two different things. After a good workout like Ego just did, I would encourage you to try and give them foods that they need. Foods like cucumber, which help with hydration, the absorption of nutrients. Well, this isn't gonna help with the absorption of nutrients, that would be a lie. But foods that just kind of give the cells what they need to function. The one thing I didn't bring was salt, but we've got a little bit of bone, we've got a little bit of hydration, AKA cucumber. I'm giving him some watermelon because who don't feel cooler after they eat some melon, some of that watermelon. Literally, it's in the word, watermelon. Isn't that crazy? And watermelon actually has a lot of good things in it. See, I wonder how that tastes. I'm not a watermelon head though. I could live without it. Ego and them, they'll enjoy it though. I ain't with it. This egg is actually frozen. It's frozen, literally. I put it in the freezer. Give him a little bit of this. Yeah, a little bit of in my. I'll probably add the beets later. He'll get 2 pieces of chicken because them joints got to stay healthy. Man, oh, this is half a chicken. I ain't even knew it. Now, people, never feed your dog right after a workout. Then why are you doing it? Oh, because it's not dog food. That's why. Now, GDV, as we know, is a real thing. Look at the liquids coming out of here. Little chicken Jew. GDV is a real thing, and believe it or not, who here likes pasta? I like it on occasion, but not all the time, eh? So if you eat pasta, you still feel bloated for, what, 2 hours later, especially if you ate you about half a loaf of bread. In this case, Ego's not eating pasta. He's eating real food. I'm a real boy. He's eating real food, people. So what does that mean? It's not going to expand in the way a carbohydrate will. But what happens when you literally give your dog pasta, AKA dog food, and it's worked outside as long as Ego has for the day. Now the dogs, as I said, they did amazing job, an amazing job. Bravo, bravo. And it's my job to make sure I do an amazing job in supporting their greatness. So we're gonna put Ego up here. Remember, in the summertime, feed your lighter meats. Your lighter meats are not going to create a bunch of heat in the dog's body. It's going to motivate the dog a little bit more than probably the usual. And as always, I'll just take care of the dogs. Now, as we know, Ego just killed a workout for me. And because he did a good job, he gets to eat and eat well. Now what you're seeing live in real time, who wants to eat on bleachers like this and if you're not at a game? Most of your dogs And most dogs, to be clear, wouldn't. It's not impossible. I've told you before, get out and test your dog's confidence. And you start that as early as 8 weeks. Now, we told you before also, you don't want to feed a bunch of heavy, crazy meats in the summertime. It's only 80 today, but 80 is still hot in Texas. That being said, you also, you finna get to it. You want to keep the dog hydrated. A dog being thirsty is one thing, a dog being hydrated is everything. That's a little watermelon in there. And some cucumber. Now when you feed your dog dog food and the dog goes and eats and drinks an excessive amount of water, you run the risk of doing what? Creating GDV, bloat. For those people who love pasta, pasta continues to expand after the fact. And you know what happens as it expands? It puts you to sleep. Ain't that funny? Unfortunately, in this case, if a dog, hey man, where you going with that? You know what's funny is you're watching right now while we feed him in the cage most times. It's a prime example. He didn't took the chicken and left. But you know what has to happen? He's got to come back up here and finish his food. Point is in the next video, we'll talk about feeding your dog at the park and the rest of the food that's in here that he has to finish. I might hold it to make him eat it that way because this is killing. This is so annoying. But he is tearing that chicken up anyway. Go ahead, use that phone and get him over there because this food, I don't know why he went over there. He's so hard to deal with. Here you go. Hey, stay tuned, people. Y'all too. That was good, man.